Today, I'd like to show you how much money I spent in the last 9 years to learn and maintain 6 foreign languages. The expenses include lessons with teachers, apps, courses, and books since January 2016. I've done some mistakes and they cost me money, and I will show that too. There will be almost no details about language learning strategies because they were different for each language that I was learning. Some information about it you can find in my older videos. In the end, I will tell you also how many teachers I had, just as a curiosity. The lion's share of money I spent on lessons on italki.com. During the first 4 years, I almost always took 1 hour-long lessons, and only in 2019 I understood that 2 30-minute sessions are as effective as 1 hour lesson, and it also helps save money. Speaking 2-3 times a week for 30 minutes is enough to make progress. Before, I was spending 3-4 hours a week speaking, and the effect was almost the same. In total, I had 542 lessons and paid $5,708 for them. On average, $10.50 per lesson. It's interesting to note that some teachers started with prices as low as $7 per hour and then, in a matter of months, increased to over $25 per hour. Even though I enjoyed talking to them, I always tried to find cheaper alternative after reaching $20 per hour because I noticed that with higher price, the value for money becomes worse, and there is always a teacher that costs less but provides quality service. Some teachers, on the other hand, raised their price very little, from, say, $8 to $14 an hour in 2 years, and it was very comfortable for me. I suppose I wasted over $1,000 on grammar books, IELTS certificate, smarter German course that turned out to be not so useful for me. I have also overspent on Italian lessons at least $500 and on German at least $1,000, possibly on Polish as well. Right now, I wouldn't spend more than $500 per year per language and would not dedicate more than 2 years to take lessons in any language, because a lot of lessons I took while it was just fun to chat with people and I was not trying to improve anymore. It was pure entertainment. But I do not regret it. It was worthwhile, just a little inefficient. In total, I spent $8,334 in 9 years, or $77 per month, for an ability to understand 6 foreign languages. It doesn't seem like an expensive hobby at first, but in the end, I paid a lot of money. For me, the best expense was LingQ subscription, as reading has become the main driver of language learning. 1 hour of reading on Link costs approximately 20 times less than 1 hour lesson with a teacher. In summary, new languages have allowed me to meet and speak with hundreds of people that I would never have otherwise met. I changed jobs, visited more than 20 countries and 170 cities, was involved in a number of complex projects at the limit or above my capabilities, and ultimately immigrated to a foreign country, which was my goal since I was a teenager. Yes, I believe it's possible to learn a language completely for free, even though I've never done that. I was ready to spend a little bit on things that I found useful and entertaining, and it all paid off in the end. As a curiosity, in total I had 35 teachers, 25 women and 10 men. The oldest was 72 years old, the youngest were 18. From Italy 10 people, 8 from France, 6 from Germany, 5 from Spain, 2 from Austria, 2 from Poland, and 1 from Australia and Belgium. I do not count teachers with whom I had only 1 lesson and I did not like them at all. These account for another 15 people or so. Most of the lessons with a single teacher I had in German, 133. With 4 teachers I had over 50 lessons, with 16 teachers over 10 lessons. That's it for today. See you later. Bye.